to order our meeting on April 7th at 1:33. Would you please call the roll, Darrell?
Yes. Desmond?
Here.
Frost?
Here.
Guetta?
Here.
Harris?
Here.
Rodriguez?
Here.
Kennedy? Miller? Natoli? Sandu?
Here.
Chenier?
Here.
Avdis?
Here.
Singh Allen?
Here.
Spees?
Present.
Terry? Valenzuela? And Vang?
Here.
And you have a quorum. Would you like me to
Alright.
go on to the announcements or the Pledge of Allegiance?
Very good. Can we get Director Desmond to lead us in the pledge?
Absolutely. Stand. I guess we don't have a flag, so find one wherever you can. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
States of America.
And to the
republic
for
for
which it
which it stands,
one
one
nation,
one nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
liberty.
liberty and justice for all.
for all.
All right, we will get that in unison at some point. All right, if I can get the clerk to read our announcements and instructions for our live meetings and comments and written comments.
Yes. In compliance with directives of the County, State, and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, this meeting is live streamed and closed to in-person public participation. Temporary procedures are subject to change pursuant to guidelines related to social distancing and minimizing person-to-person contact. To make a verbal comment at today's meeting, dial 916-875-2500 and follow the prompts to be placed in queue for a specific agenda item or off-agenda matter. When the chair opens public comment for a specific agenda item or off-agenda matter, callers will be transferred from the queue into the meeting to make a verbal comment. Written comments are always accepted. Send your email comment to boardclerk@saccounty.net, and your comment will be routed to the board and filed in the record. This meeting of the Sacramento Transportation Authority is cablecast live on Metro Cable 14, the local government affairs channel, on the Comcast Consolidated Communications and AT&T Uverse cable systems. This meeting is closed captioned and live streamed at metro14live.saccounty.gov. Today's meeting will replay Sunday, April 10th at 2 p.m. on channel 14. And this meeting can also be viewed at youtube.com/Metro Cable 14. And also just an FYI for the directors, please note that the open and closed session will be on the same Zoom meeting. So you do not have to log off. I will take care of making sure that it is secure when we do go into closed session. And that concludes my announcements.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. And if I can ask if there are any comments from the public regarding matters not on the agenda.
Let me double check that. We do not have any public comment for item number 1.
All right, very good. Then we will move on to our executive director's report. Welcome, Ms. Drago.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, Board. With the updates to the statewide mandates regarding in-person meetings, STA is looking to resume meetings within the Sacramento County Chambers at the May 12th Board meeting. Please stay tuned for details regarding in-person and virtual options moving forward. Staff have been working closely with the 5 remaining CIP agencies to update the capital program with updated projected and actual revenues. The allocations have all been updated and will be presented during the May board meeting along with the draft 22-23 budget. Additionally, the California Transportation Commission, or CTC, has issued draft guidelines for the 2022 local partnership competitive and formulaic programs. The language will be presented at the CTC meeting in June and is subject to approval. But in the meantime, staff and members of the professional advisory group are reviewing the language and are drafting document for board approval as staff continues to work through the project application process. We're still anticipating a call for projects in August of this year. Staff is also engaged with our financing partners to potentially refinance our bond debt. Interest rates are favorable for this type of debt, and staff is proactively working on ways to reduce the financial burden to the authority. We've also been actively engaging with a working group to review the current classifications for the Sacramento County Transportation Mitigation Fee Program, and have come to consensus that exemptions should be instated for additional dwelling units, or ADUs, and a revised methodology for calculating the fees for daycare facilities and charter schools. The formalized report is on hold pending the completion of the Nexus study, which is up for consideration to the board today. And finally, Measure C, which is the proposed ballot measure to extend the abandoned vehicle abatement program, has been finalized. The elections office has accepted the language. The deadline to submit an argument either for or against was March 15th and went by without any submissions. The education and outreach continues, and Jennifer Dahl will update the specifics on that a bit later in the agenda. But other than that, our next major milestone is Election Day on June 7th, 2022. And Chair, that concludes my report.
All right, thank you for your report. Any questions from directors? Please use the raise hand function. Madam Clerk, do you see any raised hands? I'm not seeing any on my end.
I do not see any raised hands at this time from the directors for item number 2.
All right, any members of the public wish to ask any questions of our executive director based on the report?
There are no public comments for item number 2.
All right, very good. Then I see Director Harris.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Sabrina, it went by pretty fast on your report there. Can you go back? Were you talking about putting in fees for ADUs, impact fees?
We're looking into actually not charging fees on ADUs.
Not charging. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Got it. Okay. Thanks very much for the clarification.
Of course. Of course.
All right, any other questions? All right, with that, we'll move on to our consent calendar. Are there any members of the board have any questions or want to pull an item on our consent calendar? Director Harris, is your hand raised from the prior comment? Very good. Okay. Any members from the public? If not, I am looking for a motion to
I'll
approve.
move consent, Chair Singh Allen.
Thank you, sir.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second.
And I'm sorry, that second was from Rodriguez, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
All right, and just for the record, there were no public comments for the consent items. And on to the roll call vote.
Yes.
Desmond? Desmond?
You're on
Aye.
mute.
Aye.
Frost?
Aye.
Yetta?
Aye.
Harris?
Aye.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Kennedy? Miller?
Aye.
Natoli? Sandu?
Okay. Aye.
Chenier?
Aye.
Abdus?
Aye.
Singh Allen?
Aye.
Spees?
Aye.
Terry? Valenzuela? And Vang.
Yes.
And your motion carries with.
Natoli's an aye, by the way. I'm sorry, Darrell.
Oh, no problem. I got you there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so your motion carries with directors Kennedy, Terry, and Valenzuela being absent.
All right, thank you. We'll go on to our next item, item 6. Selection of consultant to perform an update of the Nexus study from the Sacramento Countywide Transportation Mitigation Fee Program. Welcome, Mr. Tim Jones.
Good afternoon, members of the board. As you know, the Development Fee Program is an important funding source for the authority's capital improvement program. The development fee was implemented in April 2009 at the same time the extension of the Measure A program began. Prior to the beginning of the fee program, a Nexus study was performed to determine the impact of anticipated new development on the region's transportation infrastructure. In addition, the study determined the cost to construct new facilities to address those impacts. That study has not been updated since it was completed in 2006. Over the last several months, authority staff have been working with the group representing each of your jurisdictions to determine what, if any, program changes should be recommended to your board. I have accumulated a list of those recommendations, one of which Sabrina shared this afternoon. that will be brought to you at a later date for your consideration. There was also consensus among the group that an update to the Nexus study is way past due. In addition, AB 602 was enacted in September 2021, amending the requirements regarding development fee schedules and the relationship between the fee charged and the burden posed by the development. For the above reasons, among others, staff recommend updating the development fee Nexus study. The item before you today is the culmination of a selection process to identify a suitable consultant to complete an update to the Nexus study. The process was started by distributing an RFP directly to 8 firms and posting it on the public purchase bid notification website for a 2-week period. The solicitation resulted in 2 bids, both from qualified firms. GHD Incorporated, the firm staff is recommending today, was the low bid at $129,791. The second bid from EPS and 2 subconsultants came in at $140,000. Given that both firms submitting proposals are qualified, staff recommend hiring GHD Incorporated as the lowest cost qualified bidder. And I'd like to open it up for any questions if you have some.
See that I'm on mute there. Opening it up for questions from our board colleagues here.
Move the staff recommendation.
Very good. Before we get to that, are there any questions from the public?
There are no public comments for item number 6.
All right, then I'll go ahead and look for a motion.
Move it.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
And I'm sorry, who was that second from?
Harris.
Harris, I got you here. Okay, and on to the roll call vote. Desmond,
Aye.
Frost,
Aye.
Yetta,
Aye.
Harris,
Aye.
Rodriguez,
Aye.
Kennedy, Miller,
Aye.
Natoli,
Aye.
Sandu, Chenier,
Aye.
Avdis,
Aye.
Singh Allen,
Aye.
Spees,
Aye.
Terry, Valenzuela, and Vang.
Yes.
Sandu,
Aye.
and your motion carries with Director Kennedy, Terry, and Valenzuela being absent.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. Next item, item 7, Sacramento Abandoned Vehicle Abatement Program Renewal Update. Ms. Dole. Oh, you're on mute. There we go.
Good afternoon, Board Chair and members. As Sabrina mentioned in her Executive Director's report, the proposed AVA tax measure was assigned letter C and posted for public review at the Daily Recorder on March 10th. No arguments for or against the measure were received by the March 15th deadline. Staff would like to thank the board, the County Board of Supervisors, the County of Sacramento, the cities of Citrus Heights, Elk Grove, Folsom, Galt, Rancho Cordova, and Sacramento, and all respective staff for their assistance on this project. Public Education and Outreach Effort Update. FSP Public Affairs continues to work diligently on the SASVA public education and outreach efforts in the Sacramento area. Since the last board meeting, Phase 1 of the education effort began March 14th with the launch of the SASVA info website and digital billboard advertising at 5 locations along Highway 99, Highway 50, Business 80, and Interstate 5. Phase 2 began this week with updated digital billboard advertisements and premium web browsers and social media outlet advertisements. Additionally, the FSP team and staff are working on printed program fact cards to be placed on regional transit vehicles in the coming weeks. The fact cards will resemble the SASVA website to keep a consistent theme with the education outreach. With the May board meeting only weeks from the June 7th election, staff plans to have FSB present a review and completed work of their plans for the final weeks of the education effort. And this concludes our report.
All right, thank you for your report. Any questions from the board? From the public?
There are no public comments for item number 7.
All right, very good. This is just receive and file, so we will move on to our next item. Item 8, authorized letter of support for Sacramento County and Regional Transit's federal raise grant application for the US 50 Gold Line Corridor Enhancement Project. Welcome, Sabrina.
Thank you, Chair.
And Mr. Busey's there. Okay.
Thank you, Chair. On January 27th, the U.S. Department of Transportation issued a Notice of Funding Opportunity, or NOFO, for the next round of grant funding for the Rebuilding American Infrastructure with Sustainability and Equity Act, or RAISE. This funding cycle will award $2.275 billion to public agencies in the United States and our territories through a competitive grant application process. Sacramento County has partnered with the Sacramento Regional Transit to submit a joint application requesting a $25 million grant for improvements at the US 50 Hazel interchange and along the Gold Line. The county, as the project applicant, has requested that the STA submit a letter of support to the US DOT. For context, STA has programmed $53.38 million for improvements in the project area, of which $44.74 million has been spent to date. I will now turn it over to Kevin Busey from Sacramento County to talk about the project in more detail. Kevin?
Thanks, Sabrina. Thanks, board. Kevin Busey, Principal Civil Engineer at Sacramento County DOT. And I want to talk a little bit about this project, but first, I want to talk about what it means to be competitive for these grants that are at a federal and state level. So the 4 key things are here is you want a project that's regional in nature, has regional benefits, and it multimodal, and then finally has multiple partners and stakeholders. And that is what this project does. It's a partnership between the County of Sacramento and Sacramento Regional Transit. And in this next slide, we're going to talk a little bit about the project benefits overall. So going to the next slide, this is the project location map. And the project really has 2 components. It has the Gold Line component, and then there's the interchange component. And let me talk a little about the Gold Line component. The project will improve the Gold Line stations within the city of Sacramento, city of Rancho Cordova, city of Folsom, as well as the unincorporated Sacramento County. And what it does is it upgrades 29 light rail station platforms to accommodate the SAC-RT's new fleet of low floor light rail vehicles. And what that does is it provides a uniform platform for which all riders of all abilities can easily access the light rail stations. That's the big light rail component. And then there's this interchange component. And what the interchange component is really in operational and safety improvements at US 50 and Hazel, Aerojet, and Folsom Boulevard that provide improved access to the Hazel light rail station and the Iron Point light rail station. And those are 2 key stations because the Gold Line follows US 50 up until it gets into City Folsom, and then it goes into Old Town Folsom. And so for those people who are want to use US 50 to get to light rail coming from the foothills to downtown Sacramento, those first 2 stations are the Hazel light rail station and the Iron Point station. Those interchange improvements really improve safety and operations getting to those. In addition, the project includes a Class 1 path from the Hazel light rail station to the American River Parkway, crossing over US 50, and would support transit-oriented development that's planned adjacent to the Hazel light rail station. So with this, in this next slide, we're going to talk about equity and disadvantaged communities. So the disadvantaged communities are shown in blue on this slide, and you can see that the project is located in areas, in these darker blue areas that are disadvantaged primarily within the city of Sacramento, city of Rancho Cordova, and somewhat in the unincorporated Sacramento County. So the project is located in and will provide benefits to disadvantaged communities. Going to this next slide, we're going to talk about cost and schedule. So the overall combined project cost is $127.8 million, and the request here is $25 million. And if we're successful in getting that award, the project would be able to be in construction in May of 2025. And then with this final slide, we're going to talk about outputs and outcomes. So outputs are really, what are we getting with this project? For this project, we're going to improve 29 light rail station platforms. We're going to modify 3 interchanges. We're going to construct 3/4 mile of class 1 path, which is that nice path between the Hazel Light Rail Station and American River Parkway. And then there's overpass work and a bridge viaduct work, all associated with interchanges. And so what do those outputs really get you from an outcome standpoint? So from an outcome standpoint, you're going to see a mode shift from vehicles to transit. You're going to see a reduction in VMT. The platform improvements we talked about are really going to improve access to light rail. And then you're going to have an improved operations and safety associated with the interchanges. And then going back to the supporting mode shift and reducing VMT, you're going to see a reduction in emissions. And all these improvements benefit disadvantaged communities. And then the final outcome really is, this isn't a single mode project. It's not just to benefit single occupancy vehicles. It's bike, ped, walking, and transit, and addresses all modes. So that's the kind of high level preview of this project. Open to any questions or comments that you may have.
Any comments or questions from the board?
I do not see any hand raises at this time from any of the directors. And
Public comment?
There is no public comment for item number 8.
Anything additional, Sabrina?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you. Then I will look for a motion.
This is Rich Desmond. So we're looking for approval of a letter of support for the project. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'll move the item and
I second it.
thank you, Kevin, for the presentation and all your work on this.
Yes, thank you, sir. We have a motion and a second on the floor.
Okay, so I had that motion from Director Desmond and a second from Director Natoli. Onto the roll call vote. Desmond?
Aye.
Frost?
Aye.
Guerra?
Aye.
Harris?
Aye.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
Kennedy? Miller?
Aye.
Natoli?
Aye.
Sandu?
Aye.
Chenier?
Aye.
Abdus?
Aye.
Singh Allen?
Aye.
Spees?
Aye.
Terry? Valenzuela? And Vane.
Yes.
And your motion carries with directors Kennedy, Terry, and Valenzuela being absent.
All right, very good. So we're on to our next item, just outstanding comments, questions from authority members.
I do not see any hand raises at this time from the directors. And there is currently no public comment for item number 9.
All right, very good. So we're on to our next item, our closed session.
Yes. So now we're going to go on to closed session. So I'm going to make Sabrina the host, and then I'm going to kick out any unauthorized personnel to go into that meeting. So just
Thank
go
you.
one moment and then I'll confirm.
So we
once,
just all stick around here. Thank you.
yeah, and I'll just confirm when you guys can go into that closed session.
Very good. All right, thank you. They're resuming our regular session here. I will turn it over to council.
Okay, reporting back from our 2 closed session items. Item 10, there is no report back. Closed session item 11, Director Drago tendered her resignation to the board. That will be effective, I believe that was June 1st. And the board took action to form a subcommittee to recruit a new executive director. Subcommittee members are Desmond, Natoli, Rodriguez, Harris, and Singh Allen.
All right, thank you for that. I will go ahead and adjourn the meeting at 3:03. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.